Hello my friends, it's Krebs here and we're playing some War Thunder! Arcade battles this time. No historical battles, you HP junkies are probably having your fit. You've probably just... The moment I said arcade battles, you're probably just on the floor, spazzing out. You're having an epileptic seizure, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to be going out to arcade battles today because we're spicing things up. I like to alternate between different modes. The only one I don't do at the moment is full real battle because I just don't know how to fly full real battles. I don't think there's a point for me to actually go out into it and just attempt to even try it because I would just die straight away. If I was to do it, I'd have to spend like a week, maybe even two, just getting better, I guess. And also, you probably get the equipment for it, you know, the track IR, the joystick, and blah blah blah. But I don't know. I don't really feel the necessity to do so. So yeah, we're gonna be doing arcade today. Alright, so as we get started here, you can probably see a little keyboard at the bottom of your screen. That is the virtual keyboard, so you can see what Krebs is typing, blah 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 blah. And I can be spamming any keys, but most importantly, you'll be able to see what I'm doing as I'm maneuvering my plane around. So now that that's out of the way with, I think just before we actually get started here, I get this question quite a lot, and people ask me, Krebs, what is your keyboard? I'm using a Logitech G110. Krebs, do you do any funky things with your settings? Do you have, what is your sensitivity on? Well, I have a Logitech G500 mouse, and that is set on the standard sensitivity. If you want to find out what my other things are, you're going to be absolutely amazed here in a second. The rest of the things that I've changed for my sensitivity is absolutely nothing. This is my default sensitivity. That's what I have. 4 bars on the mouse, just over 4 for the controls, and that's what keeps me happy. It's nothing unusual, guys. That's default standard sensitivity. I don't think you really need more sensitivity. You can look around just fine. There's no point of slowing it down. There's no point of speeding it up, if you ask me, in my personal opinion. The only thing I have changed is I've set the machine guns to the right mouse button so I could use that in historical battle. And also under view controls, I've changed zoom camera to follow camera enemy with the numpad 0 because the way that I have it set up on my mouse is that I've got one of the keys on my mouse set to numpad 0, so I can easily look at people, zoom in on them by just clicking my mouse. So we're gonna get started here in a second. Making a video. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry the kid didn't know. Alright, we can't play any games. I've got all my XP for all my planes today. So what faction do you guys feel like going out with? Do you feel like trolling a bit? Do you feel like going in some high tiers? I bet some people want to see some high tier action. I will do some high tiers. Not as high as tier 14. We're gonna... How does the tier 11 10 to 11? We're gonna take out... we're gonna do a maximum of tier 11. And the reason why is because sometimes the higher tiers can be a little bit trollish. And, you know, sometimes high altitude bombers, but not only that. I mean, who cares about high altitude bombers? You'll have to get up there eventually, you know, spend a lot of time. That's not fun for the stream or fun for the video. But there's also other stuff. Sometimes people will go out like with Bearcats and they'll go very high altitude. You know, stuff that's not exactly the most exciting thing that you want to see on a video. So we're going to stay out of those. Do maximum tier 11. Hopefully we won't see any BS, so to say. And we'll be going through what Krebsy has to think about. So yeah, on we go to some arcade battles. Nerf Boy is texting me or messaging me. Hi Krebs. Hello. Hurro, hurro, hurro. I'll say that back to him. Hello. Hey. Why not? 6 seconds to find a game. There's an event happening tomorrow, 1st September. Anyone who's watching this video in the future, put your hand up. Say I'm from the future, Krebs. Because this will obviously won't apply to you when you're in the future. 1st of September. I've seen a record amount of people on today as well. 48,000? 48,000? I think actually a bit more. The game is growing. It's growing. It's awesome. We're Right, we're playing on Pacific Hidden Base. This isn't one of my most favorite maps. It's an interesting one because it provides a lot of cover, and it would be one of my most favorite ones. However, the reason why I don't tend to favor it so much is that I feel that the game ends too fast on this map. So for a person like me who likes to go on high kill streaks and get a lot of kills per game, it's not the best because the games tend to end usually within, I'm not going to exaggerate and say 5 minutes, but you know, a bit over 5 minutes. That's usually how long the game lasts, that I've found anyway, unless the teams are competent and they destroy the patrol boats and the landing craft and stuff like that. But if it doesn't happen, then well, you know, one side easily loses. Now I'm flying out with my Mustang Mark 1A. This is actually my most favorite plane in the entire game at the moment. Haven't tried the jets, so you know, I can't really comment on them. Mustang Mark 1A. The reason why I love it is it has such great speed potential, turn potential, and the Hispanos 4 times. You cannot go wrong with them. Honestly, a great comparison to the firepower is like the Beaufighter. Okay, the Beaufighter Mark 10 has 4 Hispano cannons of the same model. I can't remember what the model is. The Mark something, I don't know. But it's the same model, so you're basically having the same firepower as a Beaufighter, but on a more maneuverable fighter plane, which is awesome. Love it. This is my favorite plane. Plus, it makes a very sexy sound when it fires, and you guys are going to see this in a bit. You're going to hear it in a bit. So, taking a look at the teams, we've still got about 2.5 kilometers away. Taking a look at the teams, are we going to have to be aware of anything? Looking at the clans mostly. Nope, there's no clans, no people platooning in or squatting up in the 4-man squad, so nothing really to worry on that front. I'm just going to start flying in this direction. I could have gone for that Beaufighter, but since there's only one guy that I could have gone for, it doesn't really add up to a lot of kills. So I'm going to start flying off to the side here, and I was hoping that I'd go for the IL-4, but he's flying in a different direction. It's starting to look like I could have gotten more kills if I went for that Beaufighter. Yeah, that worked well. Okay, so we'll start pulling off a little bit. I'm just thinking maybe I could get some other things over there like that Beaufighter. But generally speaking, on this map, I'd like to stay in the middle because that's where generally all the battling happens. Yes, people have fights on their side over there, but I actually have to admit to you guys, I've never gone on that side. I just never had the motivation to go over there. Okay, so let's start turning in. I'm just wary of how much team support is that we have, because I always try to make sure that there's team support. Now, I've seen ME410 and a Bullfighter directly below. These are going to be great targets for me to go for because they're straying out far from the rest of the team. Plus, I've got an altitude advantage, so I can dive down and get lots and lots of speed, so the guys back here can't even catch up to me if they wanted to. Alright, landing flaps, and let's get all this rolling and tries it into motion. He's criticaled, and it's a kill assist. Okay, so one of my teammates must have got the last shots, or maybe he did more critical damage. Okay, we're gonna climb back up into the sky, look around to see, and just generally figure out what else is going on. Usually the map's a bit more busy than this. I don't know why there's not more people around here. It's strange if you ask me. Maybe I'm just missing out on them. Maybe they're intertwining between the rocks and the passageways and such. I have no idea. But we're at the bottom of the list. Haven't made any kills right now. We're waiting to make kills. So let's take a look at the rest of the team. The enemy team, anyway. And it's a big old mix. It's a big old mix. Don't really have to be afraid of anything in particular. Bullfighter down here, so let's start diving down on top of him. Nope, he's gonna get killed off. Gonna pull back on up. And go and see if we can counter somebody else. Okay, now there's a few targets in front of me that I could go for. And plus there's also good team support. A few guys around them. So chances are if things get a little bit murky, a little bit dirty, at least I have my teammates around me to take some of the shots or give me support where possible. I'm gonna go for this guy at the back since the other guy wasn't clear shot. As much as a lot of YouTubers will say always go for the guys at the back, the funny thing is I almost never go for the guys at the back, and you know, I totally understand like the guys at the back are the ones who go for it because then, you know, if you go for the one at the front, then the guy at the back will be able to shoot you, right? But the way that I like to figure it is that I'm so confident in my capabilities, as all of you should be confident in your capabilities, that I feel like I can kill the guy at the front, and then the guy at the back will be just around my side somewhere, and then I can chase him and kill him. So let's lead these shots. That was really bad aiming. Gonna reload while I can right now because we didn't have much cannon ammo left. Really led that shot pretty bad, to be honest. Spitfire heading down that direction, and now we're gonna come on top of him. There we go, critical, and that's this aircraft destroyed. Nice. Okay, so let's start thinking about this map. They've actually got a lot less ground targets than us at the moment, and I mean a lot less. So our planes have been doing a lot of, our teammates have been doing a lot of work on them, which is good to see. But seeing where the landing craft, we can't see where the landing craft are at the moment. Where are they? No idea. But if it keeps on going like this, I don't think the game's gonna last that long. Honestly, just doesn't. So after every engagement, and I know that the coast is clear, I like to check the leaderboard just to see is anyone leading on the enemy team, and also see where my place is, see what competition has to offer. Alright, okay, this could get messy right now. I could see somebody on my mini map around here. And where is he? Below me. Okay, he's below me. The mini map is very useful to see if somebody is on anywhere on the horizontal axis, but it's hard when on the vertical axis. You don't know if somebody's above you, below you, blah blah blah. It can be a bit difficult. Now I'm gonna keep on flying in a straight line because this passageway isn't good for making turns inside of. And I'm gonna swoop on back down. Is anyone down here? Yes, there is. It's an MB410 who's burning, but I'm gonna keep on going for him. Normally I don't go for burning targets, but considering that nobody's chasing after him, I don't know if the guy that was trying to kill him is dead or something. Okay, so we got Yak 9K doing a vertical corkscrew. I had somebody comment on one of my videos lately that they don't recommend vertical corkscrews because it lines up shots for enemies. But if you're doing a one-on-one like what I'm doing right now, the corkscrew really puts off people, and you just finish off that corkscrew, vertical corkscrew, by doing a hammerhead on top of them. Now, if an enemy that you're going against does a vertical corkscrew like what I did, what you should be aiming for is to do a scissors maneuver to try and cancel it out, because anything else you do, it's basically the thing that I love about that vertical corkscrew. It's a win-win scenario unless the plane can catch up with your inward turn. But say if they can't, it's a win-win situation, because either the enemy has to follow you and do scissor maneuvers, or if they keep on doing a turn, well, you got an advantage over them. Simply put, because you're gonna get a hammerhead maneuver. You're gonna drop down on top of them. Because you lost a lot of speed, and you can make a quick turn, and just you have an altitude advantage. So the only thing they can do to negate it is to keep on following you and do some scissors until both of you lose speed, and then you break off into just some turns. Alright, so BF-109 down here, I got 5 kills at the moment, not the top of the tier. I'm not the top of the board. Is this guy dead? This map can be a bit confusing sometimes, because when people are weaving in and out of the cover, sometimes they'll have... Sometimes their names will just blank out as if they were dead, and that can be a bit off-putting. Now, what you saw there was that I led the target with my mouse, but as the turn got more and more sharp, as in he was getting farther and farther away from the ease of my use of controls, I turned on my side like this and then started pulling up. Now that makes shots really inaccurate, because it can be hard sometimes to lay your shots correctly when you're pulling up like that. You know, it doesn't sometimes adjust for how much you want to be moving from side to side as well. So it doesn't make your shots accurate. However, you can sort of keep on your target, and that's what I did. And lucky for me, my shots were near enough on. Okay, Yak 9T, P39, who are we going for? P39, no, he's dead, so it's going to be the Yak 9 Troll. And let's get our landing flaps down. Oh shit, totally forgot my cannons. Didn't pay attention to my cannons there. And now we're likely not to get this kill because we weren't reloaded. Unless these guys on my team don't kill him in time. Whoa! Okay, that was my fault, I guess. Whoops. Yeah, I think that might have been my fault. I'm not sure. Maybe it was both of our faults that we pulled up into each other. Oh well. As is the way of things. Maybe I should have pulled off to the side since I didn't have my ammo. And then I should have engaged him when I had my ammo. But anyway, so we're 7 for 1 right now. Enemy team not doing so well. So I guess this is reassuring news when you look at the leaderboard and you see stuff like this. There's no one particular enemy that you have to focus on. If you see somebody on an enemy team and they have loads of kills, loads of kill streaks going on, then you have to focus on them and try to kill them where possible. We got one ground target, I mean they got one ground target remaining, so the game is likely to end here. I want to get at least one more kill. I'm hoping that we can do that because in terms of improving my stats and stuff, I really want to try to do that. And you guys should all be aiming for it as well. Like, I'm trying to reach for getting my average kills of 8 to 1 per game. And you know, I've got about 7.75 kills per game at the moment, and you know that's gonna be really hard for a lot of people, and I can totally understand that. So what you should all do, and I totally recommend that you guys set your own goals. It doesn't have to be as high as 8 to 1, but set something realistic for yourself. If you have trouble getting even 1 kill per game, just say I'm gonna try to get 2 kills per game, and if that's too much of a jump, then say I'm gonna try to at least average 1.5 kills per game. And if you do have trouble getting kills, then practice. Go against your friends in some custom battles. Just keep trying. Watch these videos because I try to give out a lot of help. And if you're really having trouble and you still want to make points, do a bit of bombing. I wouldn't really recommend it in arcade battles, so to say, because you don't get paid a lot for bombing ground targets in arcade. Do it in historical battles. Because what's really nice in historical battles, I'll explain it in a moment. I just want to select a new lot of planes that we'll fly with. We'll go out with the Germans. What's really nice in historical battles is, this is my way of thinking that I think a lot of other people should apply in historical battles. Never ever go for bombers until all the fighters are dead in a match, or unless you can't see any fighters around you and the majority of them are dead. Then you can go for bombers, okay? And the reason being is because how many times have you gone out into a historical battle and a game has been lost from bombers, from ground targets being destroyed? Pretty much none. It's like never happened. So you don't have to worry about bombers for that reason alone. Okay, they're not going to be harassing you or anything like that. Focus on those fighters, kill them, and then get them out of the way with. Okay? And then you can start focusing on bombers. And for that reason alone, that's the logic that I apply. I don't touch bombers until later on in the game. And that for that reason, that's why I would recommend also to go into historical battles. So one, you make more money for destroying ground targets. It could be a bit harder to hit ground targets because of the aim reticle, but also people should leave you alone. Ideally, they should leave you alone. Not always. Some people will harass you. It does happen, but ideally it shouldn't. Okay, until later on in the game. So we're going after the Germans this time, and we're just doing it because it's a bit fun. Focke-Wulf is absolutely crazy that I have right now. Comes standard with, oh, I can't even remember how many cannons, 2 or 3, but you have the extra gun pods down here. I think it's just 2, I think, anyway. You have these 2 extra gun pods down here, and that gives me an additional 4 cannons. So if I'm thinking that it's right, and you have a standard 2 cannons on it, then that will give you a total of a whopping 6 cannons, which is loads. Hello, we got one of our teammates recognizing me. That's fun. So taking a look at the enemy team, is there any clans that we have to be aware of? No, apart from these NAF guys, so there's 2 of them. We'll check out their gamer cards, right click, check them out, And we already seen that one of them isn't great. The other guy isn't great, to be honest, at all. So, nothing to be afraid of. I shall protect you like the Knights of the Round Table. Thank you very much. I guess that's a good tip. Protect your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, if you ever see them. Now, I see a bunch of planes coming this direction. I'm going to start diving down on top of these guys here and hope that this Focke-Wulf won't build up enough speed. Ooh, it's kind of getting a bit hard who I should go for. It's going to have to be the Focke-Wulf, isn't it? Yeah. Critical on the elevator. Great. Okay. I was getting a bit worried. I was thinking because he was far away and then he was closing in really quickly. So I was getting a bit afraid if he might turn around and start coming at me. Now I see somebody on my mini map that I need to be aware of, and so I'm just going to do a little bit of corkscrews. Get ready for this, and I can see him right in front of me here. Let's start shooting. I'm pretty damn sure that was the enemy. And away with our attacks. Come on. Come on. The Focke-Wulf A5 is a very nice plane in terms of damage output. However, it's a bit sluggish on turns. That's what I feel, anyway. Okay, we've got somebody on us. Great. It's a bit sluggish on turns. So you gotta really try and boom and zoom with it and hope that the enemies don't come at you. Like, generally speaking, these enemies haven't really touched me apart from one guy, which isn't so bad. Okay. Let's keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Wow, it got nasty there. It got pretty damn nasty. I was worried that the guy that injured me was going to keep on going for me, but luckily he didn't. So we've got black left wing and a red right wing, which kind of isn't as bad as you think it might be. Because they actually negate each other's effects out a little bit. Your flying isn't as great as it would be if your plane was in perfect condition. However, it's not terrible. So it's a bit hard to gain altitude in this plane, I feel, because it's a bit sluggish in comparison to other ones. So really, to just gain altitude, boom and zoom with it, energy fight. What I was doing was a little bit of turn fighting, but that was on our front, so it should have been generally safe. Now G5N over here, try to take out this him, which is a great target for us to go for, because we got all these cannons as well available to us. He's gonna crash. Yeah, that's our kill, because we did all the majority. Whoa! Of the damage there. My wings are really just coming out like very strange. My turn. Okay. Yeah, my turning was coming out really weird. Alright, so taking a look at the leaderboard. Yeah. 2 kills, blah blah blah. Enemy team, 2 kills on the Mustang Mark 1A. Very, very powerful planes, those things. You gotta be careful of them. What's his name? Refinage. We'll keep a note of his name. We don't have to be too concerned about him at the moment. We'll just keep a note of his name. Now, plane down here. Lead a shot. Now, this one. He's turning too much, so time to get the rudder going. And now he's going on the straight, so raise flaps, and that's a pilot kill. Or it looked like it. Maybe I just damaged his plane so badly. See, this is... I want to climb up, but my plane doesn't want to do it. My plane doesn't want to do it. Okay. BF-109. Alright, here we go. We've got a lot of ammo. Spitfire heading in this direction. Now what I might be doing is a bit risky, and if the Spitfire is aware of what I'm doing, he'll turn into me, and then we'll get him to head on. No. Okay, he's hiding behind the mountain. I'm gonna anticipate where he's coming from and go this direction, and head on, engagement, here we come. Very risky what I'm doing right there. Head-ons are always dice, up to dice, depending, well, I guess it's dice with a little bit of manipulation depending on what plane you're using. I mean, you know, my plane, absolutely fantastic. But that brings up an interesting point, because this plane, the A5, 6 cannons, okay? You should be winning engagements, head-ons, okay? And just talking about the fire output, 6 cannons, anything that's coming at you should get torn to pieces. To pieces. Sometimes it might not work out, you know, if they get lucky hit, they kill your pilot, or maybe they just get some lucky hits and destroy something critical on your plane. Fair enough. But in the majority of battles, head-ons 80% definitely should be winning, in my opinion. Spitfire doing the right thing there by turning a bit to the side. And now my plane turning is very wonky. So Spitfire has sense. He'll try to get behind me. Typhoon is trying to get behind me. And see, the turn time, the virage time on this plane is very, very slow. So much that the Hurricane is directly behind me, and yeah, look at that. I don't know if there's anything I can do. Not like that. Come on, can we kill him on the flat spin? Oh wow, my teammate just crashed into me. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Oh right. Yeah, Fisher was dead. That was very strange. Is that the guy who's... No, he's not the one that's helping me. Right, anyway. So I'm going to go off the F8. I don't even know if I have this plane leveled up at all. I don't think so. No, I don't. Shit, why did I go out with it? Damn it. I really don't like using stock planes. Fuck Wolf 1. I have no idea if the F8 is good. Because I've barely even leveled it up. As you can see, I don't even have stealth ammo. So should I keep on fighting, or should I jump out into another plane by landing on the airfield? Oh, I'm just gonna keep on fighting to the very end, but I think I might go into a bit of suicidal mode, to be honest with you guys, because I want to really go out with planes that are better used, or better leveled up, like my BF-109s. They're all leveled up. Oh well, maybe we could do a bit of grinding, I guess. Okay, that guy's just exploded. Alright. And yeah, we'll keep on going over here. This map is sort of divided into two. It's pretty much the battles along the riverfront, and then you have the open ocean sea thing, which is another battle. So I prefer staying over here, just because out in the open, I think it can be quite hectic. There's not, you know, any cover that you can rely on, you know, get behind some mountains or something. Oh, BF-109 up there. Can you climb up to him? I think he's killing something. Yeah, he's killing that P-63. I don't know if he's going to dive down on me, but we're going to be wasting time if we try to go up for him. We'll be wary. We'll be wary. No, he's flying away, I think. Okay, so let's start diving down. Oh, shit. You see those numbers closing in. No, I don't think it's doing anything now. Alright. So there's a number of planes in front of me. I'm just going to go for whoever's closest. So, A6M3. Yeah, which is a great target to kill. Those Japanese planes in the right hands are very, very deadly planes. Extremely deadly. Incredible turn times on them. Incredible maneuverability. Very dangerous in the right hands. I'm going to keep on flying straight here because I don't want to keep on turning all the time. I'm hoping maybe by going in a straight line like this, then my teammates will start getting on my side, getting near me. Ouch! Okay, apparently that was a kill assist. Didn't think it would have been, but oh well. Renegade over here, let's turn in on him. And we'll be engaging. Okay, never mind. We'll engage the Spitfire then. And somebody else has joined in as well. Who's aisle 10? Aisle 10, right. How many times did they go up to? What numbers did they go up to? It's like Final Fantasy, they keep on going up to like aisle 20,000. Aisle 15. Okay, he's on fire, which is great. Japanese plane's on fire. Fire is literally one of the worst things that can happen to a Japanese plane. He's dead, but I couldn't recover from that. Basically, my wing was so damaged, but I don't even think it's down to the wing. I honestly think that what happened there was just that the Focke-Wulfs are very, very sluggish planes. I mean, they're not terrible, don't get me wrong, but like, when it comes to turn times and pulling up and stuff like that, just they don't have the best capabilities of that. And so, yeah, crashing into the water there, needed more space to get back up. So let's take a look at the scoreboard. Refainage, that guy with the Mustang, he's got the highest kills, so 7. So we're going to be pretty much actually focusing on him where possible. If If we see him anywhere close, then we're going to try to focus on him. And there's a bit of degrees of uncertainty there as well. So you can see him over there, but I see a bunch of planes down in front of me as well. Who am I going to focus on? It's hard to say right now. I'm going to focus on these guys because they're chasing after my planes, my teammate. So I'm going to go for a Spitfire at the front. And I know this, a lot of people would say go for the one at the back. I'm going to say no, because now they're just in mass confusion. Or it should be anyway. Oh shit! Oh no. My engine. It's dead. It's dead. Okay, I anticipated that a bit wrong. Perhaps that's a little bit of a bad example. But what was supposed to happen was those planes that were behind were supposed to keep on tailing after that guy that I thought they were tailing after. And basically by coming down like what I was doing, then hopefully I should have been able to turn, and then all of a sudden I'd be behind them, you know, with all my speed that I gained and stuff like that. But oh well, guess we didn't manage to do it. So I noticed that this renegade has damaged me a number of times. He's killed me a number of times as well, and I'm gonna be looking at his stats just to see what's up with him. Oh well, it looks like he's actually gone. 6 deaths. Yeah, he's out of the fight. No more for him. That's it. I gave him 2 of my kills, I think, or 2 of his kills. So it doesn't look like many people are on the left-hand side. We've got still a few ships, 6 for 5 in terms of ground targets. They're winning. But do they have any bombers? Yes, they do. They do. Oh yeah, they could definitely end the game, and that's what they're doing. 1 ground target left on our team. Year 2. Here he goes. Oh wow, there we go. Lined up all those shots. Him doing a loop like that isn't the greatest for his survivability. Let's see if we can finish off this A6M3 before the game ends. That'd be ideal. No? And if he's smart, what he'd do is out-turn me by going vertically up along the side of the mountain and then get behind me. That's what I would do. Okay, now turn. No, you're not going to turn yet? You're still not going to turn. Okay. Right. I think he just disintegrated. Did he just get the last ground target? Was that somebody else? I can't even tell. Oh well, we lost that one. These things do happen. They do happen. And now, how much points did we get? We got 11 for 3. Which ain't that bad. Stuff like this is good for stats. And there we go. So we pulled out the most points in the end. 0 ground targets. But to be fair, what's really nice in that map is there's a lot of armored cars. So you can easily pick those out from the columns and go for them. You know, they're armored cars, but they do add up to the tally in the bottom. And also if you kill them with your fighter plane, then it basically lessens the targets that other bombers have to go for, so they can aim for the more important ones like pillboxes and also tanks. So anyway guys, I think we'll call that a show for this episode. A little bit of fun planes, bit of reasoning behind what I'm doing, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So this is Krebs, I love you all, and I'll catch you all later. No homo.